If you are a Christian and you put God first every day, hit that subscribe button. Today, we're talking about something powerful. 10 signs that God is preparing a great blessing in your life. You may not see it yet, but God is always working behind the scenes. His blessings are not random. They are prepared in advance for those who love Him. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So stay with me until the end, and if one of these signs speaks to your heart, write in the comments, "God first." Let's declare together that we trust His hand over our lives. Asterisk. Sign 1. You experience unusual opposition. Before the blessing, the battle often gets stronger. 1 Corinthians 16:9 says, "Because a great door for effective work has opened to me, and there are many who oppose me." When resistance increases, it's often because the enemy knows something good is coming. Opposition is not proof that you're failing. It's proof that you're close to breakthrough. So if you're facing resistance right now, type in the comments, "God first," because your blessing is on the horizon. Asterisk. Sign 2. God is stripping away distractions. Sometimes God removes people, opportunities, or even comforts from our lives, not to hurt us, but to prepare us. John 15:2 says, "Every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful." If you're losing things you thought you needed, maybe God is making space for His blessing. Trust the pruning. It's proof that greater fruit is coming. Asterisk. Sign 3. You feel a growing hunger for God. When God is preparing a blessing, He first prepares your heart. Matthew 5:6 says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." A deep desire for prayer, worship, and His word is a sign that you're being aligned for something greater. Spiritual hunger always precedes spiritual blessing. Asterisk. Sign 4. Doors begin to open supernaturally. Revelation 3:8 says, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." When God is about to bless you, opportunities appear that you couldn't have forced open yourself. A new relationship, an unexpected job, divine connections. These are signs that God's hand is moving. Asterisk. Sign 5. You sense a shift in your spirit. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Before the blessing arrives, you often sense it inside first. There's an anticipation, a holy restlessness, a knowing that change is coming. That's God whispering, "Get ready." Sign 6. Old wounds begin to heal. God will not pour new wine into old wineskins. Mark 2:22. Before a blessing, He heals old hurts. If you've started to forgive, let go of bitterness, or feel peace about the past, it's because God is preparing you for something new. Healing is always a sign that blessing is near. Asterisk. Sign 7. You're being tested in faithfulness. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Sometimes God delays blessing to see if you will remain faithful in the small things, faithful in prayer, in giving, in serving. Passing the test of faithfulness is a clear sign that promotion is next. Asterisk. Sign 8. You feel attacked spiritually. John 10:10 reminds us, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." If your dreams, your peace, or even your sleep are under attack, it may be because the enemy senses what God is about to release. Take courage. The attack is temporary, but the blessing is eternal. Asterisk. Sign 9. People start to confirm your calling. God often uses others to confirm his plans. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." When mentors, pastors, or even unexpected people begin to affirm your gifts and speak life into your future, it's a sign that God is aligning your destiny with his blessing. Asterisk. Sign 10. You feel peace in the waiting. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Before the blessing manifests, God gives you peace that doesn't make sense. It's like a divine assurance whispering, "I've got this. Trust me." Peace in the waiting is one of the clearest signs that your blessing is almost here. Asterisk. Closing and call to action. So, let's recap. The 10 signs God is preparing a great blessing in your life are: unusual opposition, God removing distractions, a hunger for Him, open doors, a shift in your spirit, healing of old wounds, testing in faithfulness, spiritual attacks, confirmation from others, peace in the waiting. If one of these signs spoke to you, type it in the comments along with God first. Let's fill this space with faith and testimony. Remember, what God is preparing is greater than anything you could imagine. 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no human mind has conceived the things God has prepared for those who love Him." So don't give up. Don't force it. Trust His process, because when the blessing arrives, it will come at the perfect time, and it will leave you saying, "Only God could have done this." If this message blessed you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget, subscribe for more messages like this, and always put God first in your life.